All right, guys, we are back. This is the Rambler, and today we are going to be discussing the character Red Tornado, and to see if it's even possible for that character to even have its own TV show or movie. See if it's even possible for it to even fit in DC, the new universe in James Gunn's, right? So, we're gonna dive in, see if they're the pros and cons, right? See if it's even possible. Today, all right, here are going to be some of the iterations of the character. As we see, there are three characters that have made an appearance on the television shows. For the first character that you saw on the screen, that is actually the character that appears in Young Justice, right? The next character that we see on the screen is the Batman and Bold character. Also, we get another look as a character that makes an appearance at Justice League Appearance Unlimited, excuse me. So as we see, the character can make an appearance throughout these TV shows, right? So it is possible. But the tricky part is, can that character get his own TV show, his own movie? Does he have enough fans to support the character? Also, would it not come off as goofy looking if the character makes an appearance in a live action James Gunn universe, right? See, I'm pretty sure fans don't want to see this BS again, and neither do I. It looks horrible. Look, I'm not trying to hate Blue Beetle, but when I think of that suit, I think of this. Except the only difference is I'm not smiling. All right. Also, you need to ask yourself too, when this character is doing his spinning motions, can it look very believable without coming off as too cartoonish? We've also seen the iteration in Supergirl. Oof, very bad idea. But yet, we don't talk much about that show because you could make the case the Martian Manhunter was way worse than the Red Tornado. But I'm going to leave that for another video. Point is, when he takes off, will it look believable? Like I said, will it not come off as too cartoonish? And could you take the character very seriously, right? Those are the issues that we are having. Also, our audience is ready for another show that deals with robots or AI. We have seen the uprise of Westworld, but we also seen the downfall of Westworld. Also, does anybody remember this creepy motherfucker right here? Also, with DC fans being very upset at James Gunn right now, maybe trying to find a robot that can't really be relatable to humans at this moment. Maybe that might be too hard of an ask right now. Also, dealing with the fact that AI is literally taking our jobs at the moment. Maybe it might not resonate with fans. Maybe putting AI on screen trying to get us to care about him is maybe not the best option. There's this. All right, folks, this monstrosity is the Supergirl Red Tornado, character that makes an appearance in the TV series. This is during the first season, so I'll cut it some slack. But apparently the budget took a major hit from this, right? Well, maybe not a major, but a decent hit. And this is all they have to show for it. And honestly, folks, this is just pathetic. I'm not trying to hate on people, who did their job. You can only do so much, but Jesus Christ, this is a joke. If this was your final product, you should have just never came up with anything at all. And this is a issue, I feel like, that could be a problem making this live action, right? I've showed you. I showed you the Blue Beetle photos. I honestly don't think they can improve. Better than the Red Tornado. I mean, obviously they can improve in a movie film, but not by much. Not by much. Also, with DC's failure to bring in so many, viewership with all the new movies that have been coming out after James Gunn's takeover, would fans even be really interested? Or if they were interested, would they not show up, to the movie theaters, or would they not show up watching, the TV show, right? to show support for James Gunn, just to be like a FU, basically, just to show him like, hey, you ruined Henry Cavill for us, so we're gonna basically say F you and what you're bringing here, and we're not gonna show up and watch it, and bring the viewership, right? That could be a huge issue down the road. Maybe they'll feel that instead of wasting time on Red Tornado, we should be wasting, we should be building up more important characters. So you could also get some backlash for that. So there might be a situation where the TV show or the movie that the Red Tornado is the main character in, maybe our side, main character, maybe he's doing a great job, actor. But the fans aren't feeling James Gunn or the new director down the road, and they basically just say F you and don't show up and watch it. That could be also a possibility. A lot of fans are still upset about Henry Cavill, being thrown to the wind, which is understandable, right? So again, it might not work out. However, there are some pros, right? If Red Tornado is the main character, that means you can bring in new interesting side characters that maybe don't have too much familiarity in the, DC universe, but are sort of well known. Maybe the Question, right? The Question teaming up with Red Tornado would be pretty badass. Also, as you've seen in the Supergirl series, Young Justice, you have seen Shazam and part of the Young Justice group team up with Red Tornado, as he's been their mentor in the past, right? So bringing a couple, Young Justice characters, that also work, right? Also, if you get the character right, if you get his side to display, robot emotions, and the need to be human and eventually transform him into an AI type of situation, then you can bring in a lot of viewership. Even though the future is looking like there's going to be a lot of backlash towards AI, this might be the situation where there's just that one lovable character, in society that is AI driven, right? That can also work. Also, like I said, if you knock it out the park with this character, the fact that it's such a unique situation could bring also more fans. It could bring more fans in, right? Just the fact of trying something new and succeeding will always, have positive responses. Always. Guardians of the Galaxy, right? It was something new, and it worked out in their favor. A talking raccoon, I guarantee you, people thought that was wild. Like, how the hell are you gonna pull off a talking raccoon and a tree that says the same thing over and over again, and bam, it worked. So, hey, anything's possible, right? Anything's possible. The CGI, if it's there, they have the money to spend on it, they can make some amazing fight scenes, right? I don't know, let me think the names off the top of my head. Red Tornado, I'm not 100% too familiar with his villains. I mean, I'm assuming it'd just be the opposite, right? Like, I think I saw one villain in Young Justice. I believe it was some cyclone thing. It was crazy. So I guess you would have like a cyclone villain. Every single comic book, TV series or, movie thing has like a mirror villain. It's very popular, especially now these days. So, that would seem like that could probably work. A cyclone, versus him, that'd be badass, right? Maybe, I don't know, a scene where he's fighting a weather wizard, that could work. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know, there's so many just different possibilities that could work. Like I said, there's a lot of cons in there, but I believe there are also a lot of positives. So it could work. It could. So, these are my thoughts on if the Red Tornado movie can succeed or not. I'm kind of iffy on it. But, hey, anything's possible. So this is The Rambler. Please like and subscribe my videos. I will see you next video. Thank you.
Thank you.